Nice.
If you can verify.
Of course.
I know,
Make sure Twitch hasn't done an update.
Very millennial of me not trusting technology.
You're technically Gen Z.
I don't think so. The only
I mean,
true...
your heart's definitely a millennial.
Yeah, well, the only truly designed or the defined generation is the baby boomers. That's the only one that like genealogists are like, okay, it's this year's. The rest of them are just like, yeah, it's whatever.
It's every 15 years or so.
Yeah, just about. I mean, I used fucking floppy disks in elementary school, so I don't know why they're out of date even then, but
they're cheaper, I'm sure.
That is true, and if you want dumb children to type out a Word document rather than wasting a valuable USB, I've still got my friend. Do I still have my first USB? It was purple and gray, and it only held a gigabyte.
You remember your first USB?
Oh yeah. Well, I used it for a very long time.
What did Child Sam have on his first USB?
I think I had a Game Boy emulator at one point on there.
Oh, that's pretty high tech. You're saying you're in high tech, but
Yeah. What have you been up to this weekend?
Well, it's been a pretty chill weekend. Down supported a friend at a marathon, which was fun. Yeah, did some running. Enjoyed the decent weather. Well, yeah, no, overall pretty low key weekend. How about yourself?
Had a first Thanksgiving yesterday.
Ooh, first Thanksgiving.
Yep.
Was it delicious?
It was very good. Partner's been sick since Wednesday, so that's not been the most fun.
Flu, I'm assuming.
Probably. I don't know what it is. I haven't got it, which I'm very thankful for, but I had to represent the family alone up there.
Put on your rest show. I'm sure they were thrilled to see you.
Yep. Got to meet the new baby.
Oh, there's a new baby?
Yep. Cousin had a new baby. My other cousin's about to have another baby, so...
Oh. Well, there you go.
He's very cute. He looked like I was telling my mom he kind of looks like a shell-shocked World War I vet the whole time. He wasn't like smiling much. He was just kind of sitting there, his eyes as wide as he could get them, just staring at the wall.
Like babies don't really know what's going on. I don't blame them. There's a lot of stimuli.
I think what was throwing me off is he's only a couple months old, but he is fucking massive. Like
he's a big baby?
Not fat, just tall. Because his proportions are...
He's 5'8".
No, not quite that big.
Goo goo gaga.
But I mean, his older brother's like 2 or 3, and he's like 3/4 as tall as him already.
It's a big baby.
Yeah, he's just really... But he's like proportionally fine. He doesn't look... Like, if you look at a picture of him, he looks like a normal baby, but somebody holding him, like, he uses... He's just long. But it's very strange. It's like, you should be older than you are. I don't get it.
He's probably going to end up making good muscle for like a mafioso.
Yeah. Well, his dad is like 6'8" or something, so...
So he's got that big boy genes in him. Which
is going to suck for his older brother, because his older brother definitely skews towards his mom's, 4 foot or whatever she is. So.
The flip of the coin. Yeah, my niece is on the other end of the spectrum. She is very tiny for her age.
Yeah.
Like, she's normal proportions for a baby, but she's a...
small baby.
Very small.
Yeah.
So your nephew could probably beat up my niece, is what I'm saying.
Probably, yeah. If he's not too busy remembering the horrors of World War I.
I thought you were supposed to forget when you reincarnated.
He definitely does not look like he did. Every once in a while he'd crack a smile, but I mean he wasn't fussy at all. He just got a little bit fussy when somebody held him in a way he didn't like, but the rest of the time he was sitting and staring, just taking it all in. I don't know if you can
Fair
actually.
enough.
When is it babies can actually start seeing, right? Because after up to a certain point, their eyes are still developing, and they
I mean, they
can't
can.
see great.
I mean, I think that's pretty fast. I think they were pretty nearsighted for a while, though. Here, just maximize his screen time. Get some iPad in front of him. Just
He was
that'll
he was watching the football game that we had on.
yeah, that must be confusing for a baby.
Yeah.
Actually, one that's going to end up being built like a linebacker, anyways.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know if he's going to be as wide as he is tall, but he's certainly
But
going
I hope
to.
he's not as wide as he is. Imagine someone who's 6'8" wide.
Damn JoJo character at that point.
I was going to say, wouldn't be able to fit into a car.
I mean, how wide is Shaq? He's pretty wide.
I mean, he is, but he's also, well.
I mean, his hands are massive. His hands can, like, cover a grown man's face.
And like Google AI overview here, Shaquille O'Neal's width is not a standard measurement. Thank you.
Thanks, Google. Completely worthless. Thanks for burning down a rainforest to give that answer.
Yeah. Oops. Steve is one next week telling me Shaq does not have a known width. I mean, 7'7".
It's pretty tall. Jeez, he's 7'7".
Yeah.
I knew he was big. I didn't realize he was that big.
Shaq is a large man.
That's insane.
Oh, here I'll send you a photo of. Here's an image of Shaq in front of another basketball player, who, mind you, is also a big person, right? They're a basketball player.
That's like that picture I took with Jonah.
Yeah,
at the gym.
He's both bigger and wider, so he just like envelops them.
You could see it was like that modern cruise ship versus the Titanic picture. Well, you wanna get on into it enough, baby and Shaq talk.
As much as I love our Shaq talk, let's. Some people talk shop, we talk Shaq.
Renamed to Audio Shack. No, he owns too many companies already.
Yeah, that's true. He's already been paid by like general insurance or whatever.
He also owns Papa John's now.
What?
Yeah.
Wait, Shaq owns. Okay, well,
you didn't
let's
know
talk
this?
about this later. I did not know this.
That's why they've got the Shaq-a-roni pizza.
Look, I just thought Shaq sponsored anyone who gave him like $5.
No, I'm pretty sure he owns Papa John because Papa John doesn't anymore. He had that whole incident where he had the PewDiePie bridge thing.
Papa John's is problematic.
Yeah.
I didn't know that meant Shaq swooped in and bought the pizza company.
He owns that. His face is on the damn boxes now.
I mean, he owns it.
Yeah. I mean, to be fair, the only reason I know this is because I watch Review Bra, but
own Papa John's. No, Shaq does not own Papa John's as a whole, but he does own 9 Papa John franchises in the Atlanta area.
Oh, I'm sorry.
And he's their brand ambassador, and he's also a member on the board of directors.
You can understand my confusion in thinking that Shaq owns Papa John's.
He played a bigger role in Papa John's than I assumed.
Yeah, and he also has those gummies. Did you see those at Halloween?
Oh, I've seen them in store. They're scary.
I don't understand why. Like, what children's gonna be like, Mommy, I want the Shaq gummies.
I mean, they are funny, and I'm always willing to endorse something that's funny, just as a conceptual level.
All right, let's
play Devil May Cry. They look like the collectibles in that. Here, I'll post a picture. Sorry, we're really going on a tangent here. This is. I'm just looking at the Devil May Cry origin and just thinking of the Shaquille O'Neal movie.
Yeah, that is pretty
it's
close.
Like exactly the same thing.
That is pretty close. Anyway, welcome everyone back to the Audio Shop podcast and everyone's favorite time of year, Thankslinning. Oh, I forgot to put that in the title. I got to change the title now.
Of course.
Should I put it before or after the album name?
I think after, so people don't think it's the band or the album.
There we go. Forgot. So, in case you don't know, in case this is your first Thankslinning, Thankslinning is the time of year where we celebrate Jeff Lynne, and we review exclusively Jeff Lynne albums. So far, it's been albums that he's had a big hand in performing. I'm sure we're going to run out, and it'll eventually have to be production-based. But we still got more. Still more
It's
there.
true. I mean, I was going through what we've done either past Thanks Lennings or just on our own. And we've done a good chunk of his work. All of his solo ELO work, of
I mean,
course,
oh, so
which
yeah,
is
yeah,
2 albums.
2 albums.
Uh, obviously, everything with the Traveling Wilburys.
Mm-hmm.
So that's covered. And a good number of the ELO albums.
Well,
I mean,
his solo stuff too. I think did we do
I think
Long
we did one of
Wave?
his solo albums.
I know we
I
did
think we did
Armchair
one.
Theater.
We did Armchair Theater. I don't think we
I
did Long
don't
Wave.
think we've done Long Wave yet, so we still got that one.
Yeah, but I mean, we've done the original ELO, ELO 2 on the third day, El Dorado, New World Record, Out of the Blue.
Yep.
So there's still a couple that we haven't reviewed.
We've
I
done
don't think we
Time.
did Xanadu.
I know we've done Time.
We done Time. I don't think we did Xanadu.
No.
We didn't do Balance of Power or Zoom yet.
Nope. And you laugh, but I quite love Zoom. Zoom's one of my favorites.
Well, do you like Balance of Power?
It's okay. I like Coming to America, or Calling America rather.
Jason Coming to America, Breakfast in America.
No. Coming to America. You're thinking of the what's that comedian's name? Eddie Murphy, the Eddie Murphy movie.
Oh yeah, that's true.
With James Earl Jones as his father.
Nice.
O.J. Simpson is in that one too, I think. As the is he he's the McDougal's owner, right?
Wait, O.J. Simpson, the actor?
Yeah.
Oh,
I think.
What's he been up to?
He's dead.
Oh, wow.
But before that, he was living his life, and then before that, he was in jail.
Huh. Weird. You think you know a guy?
Yeah. Anyway,
yeah,
thanks, Lenny.
So we've done quite a bit of Jeff Lynne. I mean, we still got some stuff left, but
yeah. And that's not even
right.
dipping into production stuff because he's been very prolific producer. So
that's true.
We will have content for ages to come. But this year this week we're looking at Fire on High by Electric Light Orchestra.
Fire on High.
I'll give you a little bit of background if you'd like, Coop.
Please go ahead.
So Face the Music is ELO's 5th studio album and is actually 50 years old this year. Released November 14th in 1975. Granted, that was in the UK. It was September for United Artists Records in the United States, but that would mean we're further away from the 50th anniversary than we already are, so we're going to ignore that. They actually just released a green dyed vinyl on ELO's website. It's $25, which it's a pretty good deal.
I mean, I do like a good colored vinyl.
Yeah.
$25 for fresh printing is pretty good.
Yeah, that is pretty good. Very reasonable. Granted, it is a 30-minute album, so you're almost paying $1 a minute.
It's 36 minutes, thank you.
Sorry. The point stands. Anyway, this album was the first that Kelly Graucut, I'm probably saying that wrong, and Melvin Gale were on. That is the bassist, and I believe he played the cello or violin, Melvin. And it was also the first recorded album at the Musicland studio in Munich, where they recorded many albums after this. And on a personal note, I feel like this is an album that everyone forgets. While it does...
I was just about to say, it kind of falls in like an awkward little bit of a middle zone. Obviously, like the original ELO albums, all the way up to like El Dorado, right, are kind of have their own sound. Obviously, they get less like orchestral, kind of more and more into the ELO side. And once you hit like Out of the Blue and Discovery and Xanadu, they're kind of like fully formed into what kind of the popular conception of ELO is.
Yeah.
But yeah, New World Records kind of like sitting in the middle here.
Face the Music, you mean?
Sorry, Face the Music. It's kind of sitting in the middle here.
Yeah, this is when they were kind of refining the sound. Jeff was kind of figuring out what he wanted to do with the orchestra. Now, this one does have Evil Woman and Strange Magic, 2 very famous songs. I feel like the album it comes off of is just forgotten. Which, I'm going to say a little fair. It's not... It doesn't tie itself together into an album listening experience.
Which, I mean, At this point, I mean, just looking through their discography, they were on quite the tear. I mean, this album came out in 1975,
Mm-hmm.
uh, and they released El Dorado just the year before, On the Third Day, and Yellow 2 both the year before that. So, um, they'd been quite prolific during this time.
Mm-hmm.
So maybe it was more of just kind of get the hits out. Not exactly aiming for the album experience that, maybe they would kind of start to gear towards more and kind of, I would say, culminate in like Time and Xanadu, where it's like full on concept albums.
Yeah, I'd also say that they got more control. Jeff was getting more into the production at this point, and they had more control over what the band did versus the record studio telling them what they had to do.
Which makes sense. It was kind of in the mid 70s.
Yeah.
I feel like kind of a production and kind of the concept of like the band being the producers is kind of getting more and more into vogue.
But we can jump into the first track if you're ready, Coop.
Yes, we can. We can go to track number 1 here, Fire on High.
The titular track.
What?
And the titular track?
Fire on High?
The track that
yeah,
Face the Music. I'm stupid. I always think of this album as Fire on High, I'll be honest.
I was going to say, is your definition of titular different than my definition?
No, I'm just stupid. I honestly,
it is the titular track of the first song on the album.
Yeah, it's a case of they both start with F, so my brain's like, yep, that's the same.
You just auto filled in from one letter.
Yep, I do that a lot.
Are you the Google AI?
No, I'm stupider. But this one, I love how this album starts with this track. Very much horror movie vibes, that distant choir, far off creepy piano, someone running for their life while the Hallelujah chorus plays in the background. It's such a good vibe.
Yeah, for an album that doesn't really have a concept or any really, real through, no thread running through the entire album. This is a very, I'll call it a full personality intro track.
Yeah.
It's not just starting with like a hit or like right into a song. It's like you said, it's kind of it's basically a horror movie soundtrack. It's kind of spooky.
Yeah, it's pretty out there. They really make use of the strings being nice and creepy, being the cherry on top. And this whole thing, do you have the time for how long this whole thing lasts, Coop? I didn't write that down.
The scary portion, it kind of starts to go away at like the 1:30 mark. That's like when the synth starts to come in.
Yeah, you have that big breakout to the sparkling synth and the strong hits from the rest of the band. I very much love the guitar licks on this track. It's very just soaring, kind of rock ballad guitar.
In fact, the reversed vocals that appear in the opening, the backwards message, what they're saying is the music is reversible, but time is not. Turn back, turn back, turn back, turn back.
Not as fun as Secret Messages having the end of the album played in reverse at the start of the album.
That's a little clever.
Yeah.
But yeah, once we hit the 1:30 mark, that's whenever the song like comes into its own in its own. It's got the drums, the synth, kind of a very grand violin heavy.
Mm-hmm.
It's a very prog rocky opening, I'll say.
Yeah, it is. And Tandy just going absolutely crazy on the synth keys.
Yeah, which I don't always associate ELO with prog rock, even though they're typically pretty adjacent with it. But I think it's kind of strongest right here at the start of the album.
Yeah. And it's an instrumental track, no singing, not counting the choir, not singing any words or the Hallelujah chorus.
And it does start to get quite rocking once it switches into like a more fast strumming instrumental with the guitar at like the 3-minute mark. Even has like a little bit of like fiddle, I want to say.
Yeah. The violinists are playing it like the fiddle, which is quite fun. It comes back in Harder Force a track later in the album, which we'll get to. But yeah, it's a fun song. Very beautiful instrumental. Everything meshing together. So it's so dense. There's so much going on.
I mean, it is a well-produced song, well-instrumented. I mean, it's like you got the prog rock. It's got like hints of like rock opera going on in
Mm-hmm.
it, basically, but without the vocals. Basically, it's the only thing it's missing. Well, I guess it does have the choir vocals at the end, saying the name of the song, if you noticed, which I thought was kind of cute.
It's clever, very clever.
It's like, oh, that's why it's named that. Is it just me, or does it? I know it's petty, but does it annoy you when a song doesn't say its own song title?
No.
Okay.
It does annoy me when there's a lyrical part that would be like, why didn't you name it this instead? Because you've said this 50 million times.
Well, that's how you get those songs that are like the actual song title, and then the parentheses, the ones that everyone remembers it by.
Yeah, 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 yeah.
It's like, well, you should just named it that.
It's like, why did you name the song Fire on High? You said get to the chopper in an Arnie accent 50 times in that song. Why didn't you name it that instead?
All I'm saying is, if Queen had actually said the words Bohemian Rhapsody at some point, maybe people would like that song.
People like that song. What the hell are you talking about?
No, I'm joking.
But this song ends with a nice hard outro. No fade here. Everything coming out in full force, but it does not roll into the next track very well because of it.
Yeah, and that's I think where some of the album experience as a whole is lacking. Not that every album has to be a concept album, or ELO obviously has done it in the past, or has done will do it in future albums. But even the earlier albums, even though they weren't concepts, had more musical through lines, and feels like I started it strong with the song, and then just kind of said, okay, that's enough for an album.
I don't
Now
know.
they're just singles.
I don't know if this one was studio forced, like they were forced to make this, because I was trying to find more on it later. One Summer Dream, Jeff said, was a protest song, but I couldn't find more on that.
Did not pick up on that. I guess we'll get to that when we get to it. I mean, I also recognize that they were like pumping these albums out like once a year. Right?
Yes,
so,
like this is there's some facts here that I'll get to. You'll be like, okay, that kind of makes a bit more sense.
I'm sure they would have loved to tie it all more together, but
yeah,
you got to get an album out.
But jumping to track 2, if you're ready, Coop.
Yes, track number 2, Waterfall.
With quite the energy level drop.
Yes.
From the end of Fire on High.
Yeah, Waterfall is an apt name because the energy goes down.
Way down.
And like instantly too.
I mean, it is beautiful. But it's dying. I will say, a bit of a controversial take here. I'm not a fan of the vocals on this one.
Oh, really?
They're good, but like not carry the first 30 seconds of the song with just piano great. You know what I mean?
I mean, I don't see, at least in my mind, I don't see much of a difference between what is the vocal performance on this song versus your standard ELO song.
Yeah,
right? Kind of a filter Jeff Lynne performance.
Yeah, there's something just about the note progression on this vocal line that scratches me the wrong way for some reason. Which is funny because Lynn has said Waterfall is one of his favorite songs.
Yes, I also saw that. Which I can see. It looks like a fun song to sing, and even if you're not a big fan of the vocals, I think the instrumentation is.
Oh, I love
similar.
the instrumentals in this one. That 2-minute mark with the depth of the orchestra and the very round synth that hits that kind of hints at the whale song coming later in their discography.
Hints at the whale song.
Yeah.
You know how insane that sounds from the context?
Listen, it makes sense to me. That's all that matters. Nobody listens to
it makes sense to me through force of your will. I didn't want to know that. I didn't want that to make sense to me.
Hey, you let me do Thanksgiving every year, so you're at least partially
That's
to blame
true.
for those.
I'm an accomplice.
Exactly.
Oh yeah, no, the instrumentation on the song is fantastic.
Oh, I love it. It's just for some reason the vocals in this one just don't do it for me.
Yeah, I mean, I don't have any complaints about the vocals, but I also won't come to their defense either. They're not stand out for me compared to any other ELO song.
Yeah, it's just okay. I like the using of the choir there to give the fade out, but it fades a little fast.
Yeah, and it was just kind of the which is funny because I mean it's not like this is a particularly long album.
No.
And they could have, stretched it out a little bit. I wouldn't have
Well,
minded.
you'll be even more confused when I tell you about track 3.
All right, track number 3, Evil Woman.
Yes, this was originally a filler track.
Oh, really?
Yes.
That's surprising. Isn't it like their most popular one off this album?
Yes, and it's probably their second most popular song ever written, just behind Mr. Blue Sky. Yeah, it was from Wikipedia, the free encyclopedia. The song was written by Lynn in a matter of just a few minutes near the end of the Face the Music studio sessions in June of 1975. So originally supposed to be a filler track to give the album a longer runtime, and it quickly became a worldwide hit and was released as a single only a month after the album's release. So it was just supposed to be something that he shat out in like 5 minutes.
I mean, I guess that speaks well of Jeff Lynne.
Yeah, but that's just crazy to me that like, this is definitely, some people would probably even say that Evil Woman is more famous than Mr. Blue Sky.
I'm not sure if I would argue that necessarily, but it's
Maybe
certainly
before
probably
the Guardians of the Galaxy 2 movie. I would say you'd have an argument there. After that, of course, everybody knows it from there. But
I don't know if I went to a college bar right now and played Mr. Blue Sky versus Evil Woman. I mean, they both get responses, but people would be singing to Blue Sky.
That's also because they're younger and have seen Guardians of the Galaxy 2.
Yeah. I mean, if the song was called Mr. Bohemian Rhapsody, I don't know. Maybe it would have done the numbers.
But I'll be honest for this one, and I was speaking directly to Jeff here. Drop the first 15 seconds. It doesn't make any sense for the rest of the song.
They probably honestly did in the radio edit.
I'm pretty sure they did. I don't know why it's included.
Just that little violin.
Because it doesn't roll from the last track, and it doesn't fit with this track. It's just kind of, it's there.
Yeah, it's kind of funny if it, because if it had rolled on from the next track, we'd be like, oh, that was kind of interesting.
Yeah.
But the last track just faded out and didn't have the same instrumentation.
No, yeah, it's very like a tick on the side of the song. But good on Jeff for making one of the most famous songs of his career in 5 minutes. That's got to feel a little bit bad, I imagine. And it took on new life, sampled heavily in Daft Punk's Face to Face.
You think they got that from Face the Music?
Probably. And it's, I can't blame them for sampling it. There's something about that main guitar sound on this song that is just, it's good. It's harsh but soft at the same time.
Yeah, no, it's a catchy tune. I mean, maybe the fact that it was written so quickly and kind of is not simplistic, but definitely simpler than the previous and coming songs.
Yeah, it is.
It
It is a
makes
little
it so sticky,
simplistic. I mean, it's also got that guitar that really sticks with you. And there's the fantastic piano and violin duet around the 2-minute mark, which, I mean, Tandy was I think a big part of the secret sauce that made ELO so good. He was the keyboardist.
I mean, it's a great single. I just laugh because I heard the song after the Flight of the Conchords parody of it called Demon Woman. So I just think of that song every time I hear it.
I don't think I've ever heard that. I'm going to have to look that up now.
It's funny. It's making fun of the fact that she's evil but also sexy. Like what's one of the lyrics? It's Demon Woman, you cut puppy's toes off, you pull an animal's nose off. How'd you magic my clothes off? That kind of thing.
I've never heard. I gotta listen to this now. I've never heard of this.
Yeah, I'll have to.
I didn't know Fly the Conchords did straight parody songs.
It's not like a stylistic parody. It's more of like a
conceptual parody.
Conceptual parody. Yeah, that's
gotcha.
A good word.
Okay. Also, I just saw on YouTube there's a new Wizards with Guns video. We're gonna have to watch that after this.
Oh, we will. But yeah, I mean, lead single. I'm looking at the numbers on Spotify. It's beating the next one by a magnitude. So.
Yeah. It's like I said, it's one of the most famous songs. And there's a fun fact that string break right at the 3-minute mark, that kind of weird reversey bit, is actually from the next track, Knight Rider.
Oh, really? Okay,
yeah.
So that's a little, subtle.
Because according to Jeff, and I quote, they're in the same key. That was his reasoning.
Yeah. I mean, it's as good a reason as any.
And the one thing that you can't stop thinking of Demon Woman. I can't. Whenever I hear this song, I can't help but think of that Christopher Walken, Will Ferrell SNL cowbell sketch
It does have a prominent cowbell.
It's so prominent. That's all I can think about whenever it comes on. It's just Will Ferrell in the background with his fucking cowbell.
We need more. Yeah, no, but we can move on to the next track. You've ready, Sam?
Jump to track number 4.
Yes, track number 4, the aforementioned Knight Rider.
This song is actually named for the first major band that Lynn was in, the Knight Riders.
Oh.
So we've got more Lynn content.
Dude, I've never even heard of the Knight Riders.
I'm not sure they have anything that's notable.
Did they even release an album?
Possibly they haven't.
Let's see, who was in Knight Rider? This were releasing albums 2010. Yeah?
Seriously?
I mean, no. It must be a different band.
Yeah.
I don't think Jeff Lynne's making Knight Rider albums right now. Jeff Lynne's Knight Riders.
That would be kind of fucked, wouldn't it? He's not doing ELO and he actually went back to Knight Riders.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm not seeing that the Knight Riders have. Oh, though they were later known as Idol Race. Here we go. So maybe
that was probably after Lynn left, though.
Wow, these guys have more. Goodness, these guys have more lineups than
Cassiopeia.
Lord.
Well, as we discussed, Cassiopeia actually didn't have that many lineups. The chart just makes it look like they do.
Oh, this one looks like they have like 12 lineups.
Jesus.
So, over 11 years? Goodness.
That's not good. But this song is also the first song that Jeff Lynne is not the main vocalist on. It's actually Kelly Graucut.
Yeah, I did notice that.
Which I think gives some as a nice break from. While I do love Jeff Lynne's vocals, he brings a depth to these that Lynne does not have.
Sure, they're still good. They're still good. Full vocals. I mean, I prefer Jeff's on average.
Sorry, Kelly's not the main on this. He sings portions of the song. I'm thinking of the next track, but. I really loved the driving drums on this one. It works.
Yeah, they're almost like a gallop.
Yes, yeah, that's exactly what I was thinking. It works so well with the soaring strings. They're kind of at juxtaposition to each other.
Yeah, and I know we tease ELO a little bit about how obviously as they went around they became a lot less orchestral, a lot more rock.
Yeah.
As is the nature of bands that evolve.
It was also Jeff was tired of working with the orchestra because they treated it like a 9-to-5 because it was a 9-to-5.
I mean, yeah. But I mean, dang, the orchestral sections on this song, they are good.
Yes, and I don't know if you caught this during the section where he says "desolation, degradation, row." There's also choir in the back singing with the strings, singing as if they are string instruments. And it blends so well, I never noticed till it was pointed out to me.
Yeah, no, I mean, I think ELO's production is generally pretty top-notch. Obviously, when you're being both a band member and a, orchestral lead, in a sense.
Yeah.
You're kind of juggling multiple hats, and I think they only got better and better at that.
Yeah.
Or at the very least, used less and less orchestra.
yeah.
So I'm going to deal with it less.
Because at this time, they still had the string trio. That was not the orchestral backing. It was just a trio of strings that played with the band itself. And I quite like the simple piano outro of this one. I don't like that it fades because it already has an end. It ends. Why are you adding a fade to the end?
Yeah, the intros and outros of these songs are odd overall.
Yeah.
I mean, they're not like album ruining, but they kind of make you tilt your head a little bit, question some decisions.
Yeah.
Especially since they seem so easily fixable.
Well, it sounds like from the fact that Evil Woman was written during the last session.
Yeah, that's true. Maybe they weren't,
Maybe they didn't have the most time in the world.
That's true.
Jumping to track 5, if you're ready, Coop.
I guess track number 5, Poker.
This is the one where Kelly is the main vocal.
Yeah, and I just wrote, hell yeah, brother. It's rock and roll music.
I have a soft spot for this one because it is very rock. the drum breakdown into the sparkling synth is so good at the start here.
And I mean, it does like incorporate a blazing fast synth line.
Mm-hmm.
So it reminds me of Foreigner more than anything.
Yeah, a little bit. I can see that.
Which I did look up. Foreigner didn't become a band until after a year this album came out. So this predates Foreigner.
Mm-hmm.
So who copied who?
I believe you mean whom copied whom.
Shut up! I don't speak the King's English.
So this is I don't know if there's other tracks, but this might be the only song Jeff's not the lead vocalist on in the entire discography, I think. Don't quote me.
Yeah, honestly,
it's probably not the case.
Given it didn't have Jeff's vocals and it's kind of very much rock bent, that's not nearly as prevalent throughout the album.
Yeah,
it's definitely kind of it definitely sticks out a bit,
but in a good way.
I'll say in a neutral way.
I think in a good way.
Okay. Sometimes I forget the comments I write and I make myself laugh. I wrote here, the song feels odd and not in a whale song kind of way. So.
Hope in a Battle of Marston Moor way, right?
Just more in like it's like I don't know the difference between like an orange and a tangerine. You know, it's like
fair.
They're similar, but they're like distinctly different. It's like okay, I can see how the song got to this album, but it doesn't quite pass the smell test there. Not that it's bad necessarily, but
yeah, Bev on the drums again on this one. Bevan. That's his name.
His name's Bevan.
Bev Bevan.
That's his full name is Bev Bevan.
I'm pretty sure.
That's It is Bev Bevan.
Bev Bevan.
His name's Bevan, which is short for Beverly Bevan.
Beverly Bevan. Yeah.
It's like a name you make up when someone puts you on the spot and you're trying to think of a fake name. My name's Beverly. Beverly what? Bevan. You can call me Bev.
He was actually a founding member of ELO Part 2.
Good for Bev.
Which formed off of, I'm sure we've talked about it before. This was in 1989 when ELO they disliked, both Bev and Kelly disliked how little orchestra was in the new arrangements, split off and formed ELO Part 2, which was staying more orchestral themed.
And we'll just say ELO Part 2 makes Jeff Lynne's ELO look like ELO, am I right?
They, of course, ELO Part 2 later renamed themselves to the Orchestra because you can't just make a second band and say it's ELO 2. You know what I mean? But it's because at the time Bev owned, had half the rights to the ELO name, while Jeff had the other half.
Ethiopia has allowed to do that like 8 times, but ELO can't do it once.
Yeah.
But yeah, so that's all I got to say on Toker.
Yeah, I quite like it. It's rocky, but they still get those strings and choir to end the whole thing out, which rolls us into the next track a little bit, kind of. Track number 6.
Yeah, track number 6, Strange Magic.
Now this one also has a weird little growth on the front of it, but this one makes sense.
This one works a lot better.
It ties into the song. It sets it up. It works. This is great. The starting to Evil Woman does not make sense.
Yeah, because this one is a much more low key, much more, I'd say, not string, but like a more mellow electric guitar. Almost, I'm not gonna say psychedelic, but like psychedelic adjacent. It's like the I wrote it's like the slow / reverb version of Evil Woman.
Kind of, right? Yeah.
Right. It takes it a lot more back. Not that I'm complaining about that. It's just it's like the flip side.
Yeah, this one does have bass vocals as well on it, which are really nice just from the strictly falsetto, which this song also has, of course. but you just don't really hear that too much in ELO songs. So it's a nice little, ooh, there's bass.
Yeah, and I kind of like how low key the song takes it. Like the vocals have a lot of energy in the chorus, but they play it pretty cool.
Yeah, and although it is cool, but the vocal performance at the 12:30 mark is one of my favorite across all of the
12:30 mark.
Sorry,
Get the
2:30.
extended
Whatever,
edition.
whatever. You know what I meant. 2:30. Really shows off Lynn's vocal control. He is jumping along that register with no effort. It's insane.
Yeah, no, I mean we don't mention Jeff's vocals every song when we review him, but he's a talented vocalist.
Yeah, this one section here I think is the best showcase of his ability. He's just jumping to falsetto, dropping down, swinging up. It's going all over the place. It's insane.
Yeah, he's not always flashy about it, but when he is, you're like, okay, yeah, this guy can sing.
Yeah, and he's not doing it crazy here. It's still quite low key.
He's just showing a little bit. Then he can't do it.
Yeah, just a taste, 1% of his power.
I don't think he could do that nowadays.
No, absolutely.
He's dropped a couple octaves.
Yeah, no, that's why he has the backup singers in case he also forgets the words.
I mean, you're getting up there. We all will.
He's 76. He's got rock star miles on him, though. Those are always.
I mean, that's true. Those are 1970s miles.
Yeah, 1970s rock star miles. He partied with the Beatles, so.
Yeah, that's true. And they weren't just drinking tea at those parties.
No, they were not. Pretty sure the teapot was completely full of LSD.
Jeff, can I interest you in another snickerdoodle? Sorry, guys, it's about 8 p.m. I better get home. All right, drive safe. I
got a video.
Are you good, Jeff? Are you good, Jeff? You had rum raisin. Are you good to drive? You're right, guys. You should probably stay over. I'll just hit the hay on the couch.
Should probably get a taxi home. I got a video I need to send to you. So, are you familiar with the British TV show Thomas the Tank Engine?
Yeah.
Do you know who narrated Thomas the Tank Engine?
Ringo Starr himself.
I got a video I need to send you about that. Anyway, back to Strange Magic. The strings don't take the forefront in this one, but they provide a fantastic backing track. The whole, like you're saying, the whole thing's just kind of nice and low key. It's a good time.
It's a good spot in the album to have that.
Yeah.
Well placed. And then we go on to the next song of the album.
Yes, track 7.
Track number 7, Down Hometown. Which you're like, ooh, that sounds kind of country. Yes.
It is. And the opening of this is actually a backmasked reprise of Waterfall.
Which is cool, but it goes into a folk cut. Like a country folk cut.
Yeah. American country.
Yeah.
He does.
Or at least their understanding of American country.
I mean, his American style Southern accent isn't terrible.
It's not horrible. It does remind me a bit of Rocky Raccoon.
Yeah, a little bit.
It's definitely a British guy doing an American country accent, but.
And we got the string trio slipping into the fiddle-like style quite well. They do that very well, I will say.
Yeah, it's like a fiddle hoedown style thing going on. It's a fun song, but I definitely don't think they're playing to their strengths here.
No, it has some weird tonal things too that I don't think were intentional. With
such as
just the general attitude of Southern United States Americans and some of the words in the lyrics.
What, their references to Dixie?
Well, that and the outside world doesn't like us much gives very fuck your cousin vibes, a little culty.
I mean, it's I think there's like the difference between this and like whenever they do like I don't know, like a 50 sock hop song, right?
Yeah.
Like that clearly comes from like a place of like Jeff Lindner really loved that music and he can emulate it pretty well because he's like,
I mean, he grew up listening to Orbson, so.
Yeah. But this one, I don't know. This feels like a tribute to a genre they weren't super familiar with.
Yeah. I mean, I like it. It's pretty good. It references the minstrel show tune Dixie, which again,
Yeah.
kind of.
Hey Jeff, maybe don't bring that up.
Don't do that. And also, for some reason, the Beatles song "She Loves You."
Yeah, that also threw me for a loop. I'm like, am I hearing things? Did they just do the "I love you" like bit?
Yeah.
Which I mean, it's not unknown that ELO very much loves the Beatles. Jeff Lynne basically made a band so he could play with one of them.
Well, I mean, we don't talk about Beatles
most,
forever.
But yeah, it's weird that it slipped into the Hoedown song.
Yeah. I'll be honest, don't think it's the worst track on the album.
Well, we can move on to track number 8 if you're ready, Sam.
Yeah, move on to the final track, track 8.
Yeah, track 8, One Summer Dream. The closer on the album.
Yes.
And the longest song on the album, too.
Yes. And so, two quick little fact tidbits. Apparently, this is Jeff's dad's favorite song that he made. And apparently he hated all of his music aside from this one. So great supportive father. But so according to the notes in Flashback, which I thought I had, I don't. I have the Afterglow box set. So I was trying to find this reference in the notes, but there's just a little line in not even the song page on Wikipedia, just on the album page, saying that Jeff stated that this is a protest song in quotations, and I could find no further information on this other than that it was in the notes for the Flashback album. But I
protest against what?
I don't know. It's in quotes. That's what I was trying to. I spent a good 20 minutes trying to figure out what the fuck that was supposed to mean, but I couldn't. I don't have Flashback, so I can't read the notes. I have Afterglow. It's not on Afterglow, but apparently this is a protest song.
Maybe I can vaguely see it as like, a dream of like a better future or something.
Or maybe it's the case of it repeats One Summer Dream for about 3 minutes of the 5-minute runtime. Maybe that was the
maybe
protest.
Jeff was just hungover that day and he had to give an interview or some BS that he couldn't remember.
I don't know. I'll try and hunt down the Flashback. I've seen it once or twice. I've not bought it because I'm like, oh, well, why do I need the best of? But there's apparently notes in there that I need to look at because no one else has them on the internet. So, speaking of, I was like, ooh, I should stick some of these CDs from Afterglow in there because the third disc has a shit ton of time and a lot of the UK only releases that, of course, are now released in the US. But I was like, ooh, this is a really good, really good master cut CD. But anyway, One Summer Dream, very dreamlike, surprisingly.
Yeah, it does remind me of kind of like later Beatles in that way. It's kind of like got a low-key kind of dreamy feel to it. Very floaty, kind of spacey.
Yeah, kind of Lucy in the Sky with Diamonds without the rock sections and less LSD.
Yeah, and less production.
Yeah. Very low-key string intro before breaking out with the strong drums and that kind of wavering acoustic guitar. I'm not sure what they're doing there, but it is very dreamlike. Kind of going back and forth between the ears.
Yeah, no, I mean, it's got that, but honestly, I don't feel like it necessarily uses its runtime to the best of its ability.
I think that might be what he meant when he was saying protest song. I think it was the studio saying the album is too short, make the album longer, so he made this.
I mean, it's certainly like, I don't know, slow, kind of spacey enough that it can kind of float its way through the rest of the album. So, I can, it's not an unpleasant listen. It's, especially near the end once the violins start coming in.
Yeah.
And kind of the backing vocals is quite pretty.
It's beautiful. I like it a lot. The only main lyrics are One Summer Dream. There's that female vocal that comes through back in the mix. We've not really addressed it, but I believe this is the first album that has any female vocalists on it. They were featured quite prominently in Down Hometown. And were even given input with Lynn's approval for some of those little vocal licks that they did.
Can't believe Jeff Lynne discovered women.
Yeah. He was tired of the sausage fest, I guess. But I think it's a good good outro.
Yeah, no, it's a good outro. Kind of as good as any on the album. Could have been in terms of kind of letting the album kind of float out to its end.
Yeah. You were giggling to yourself there. What were you going to say?
I was just about to say, if he didn't want sausage fest, why'd he form the Traveling Wilburys? That's like the most like dudes rock sausage fest band of all time.
Yeah. It was honestly the only reason he did that is because he wanted to get closer to Orbison.
Roy Orbison,
Yeah.
Honestly, 100%.
Dylan was just there because they were in his garage or whatever. But that's the album. That's all we got. 8 songs, 36 minutes, very small, tight.
It's a tight 8.
Yeah. So Cooper, what would you say your least favorite track is, and why is it Down Hometown?
I mean, it is Downtown Home. It's like it does interesting things. It honestly might be tied with Poker.
Really?
Because I feel like they both suffer the same kind of fate of not necessarily being bad songs in their own rights, but like kind of like weird half measures of like, if you're gonna take an idea that's kind of venturing away from the core sound of the album, that's fine. We've reviewed songs like that positively on other albums. I don't know. It feels like with Down Hometown, it's like they just didn't really know how to make that kind of song. Yeah. So they did that well. And with Poker, I don't know. It's just very incongruent with itself. It just doesn't feel like it's, if you're going to go rock, but it kind of doesn't commit all the way either.
Well, I'll show you.
What about you?
Poker's actually listed as my favorite.
Well, you show your hand on Poker?
Let me show my hand a little bit.
Poker's your favorite?
Yeah.
I mean, I can easily be dissuaded of it not being the worst song of the album, but I definitely wouldn't say it's the best song of the album.
No, I didn't say best. I said favorite.
Okay, that's true. Those are very different things.
Those are very different things.
You typically don't take things like quality into account.
Listen, shut up. The best song in the album is "Evil Woman," of course.
Yeah,
no
that's
contest.
True.
But Poker, I just really like it. It's so rockin'. It's fun. It's short. It's got different vocalists. It's a really good song.
I love how short it is. I don't have to listen to it too much.
No, it's just it's I enjoy the kind of rock driving drums. It's a good song. I like it. But my least favorite's probably Waterfall.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, I can see it. I think
it doesn't match the surrounding songs. It rolls into it quite weirdly. The note progression grates on me for some reason. Now, the instrumentals are great. That's the only thing that could dissuade me.
I was going to say, I couldn't say it's my least favorite just because of those great instrumentals.
The instrumentals are so good, but...
And I mean, if you're going to ham on Waterfall for its vocals, it's not like Poker is like a vocal masterpiece.
I wasn't saying it was. I just really like it.
I just think it's neat.
I just think it's neat. I mean, I famously also like Battle of Marston Moor, so,
Well, that's true.
The song that
at least that's interesting.
The percussionist refused to perform, so Jeff had to do all the percussion for it because I don't think it was Bev. Was it Bev? It might have been. Thought it was so bad that he didn't want any part in it.
And if you ever have a kid, Sam, I hope you only like one of their things, like Jeff Lynne said, and then that's when they realize you just have terrible, terrible taste. It's like, it's the worst thing I've ever made. It needs more didgeridoo. I love the didgeridoo.
I do love the didgeridoo.
Where's the whales?
It needs more didgeridoo synth and less glockenspiel.
Yeah, no, I'd say Evil Woman's probably my favorite. Though, I might tie it with Strange Magic, depending on my mood.
Definitely the two most popular songs off the album, which...
I'd say for good reason.
Yes, I would also say for good reason. It's not a very good album experience. Everything before and after this is, but this feels like a transition album, kind of figuring things out. And, I couldn't find any history on it. Maybe it was also rushed by the studio, because it definitely kind of seems that way.
So, I mean, if that is the case, all things considered, still, a solid album for what it is.
Yeah. But we got to rate it now, and I believe
That's true.
last time I did, Cooper, so it is your turn to explain
Yeah.
our convoluted rating system.
Of course. Well, here at the audio shop, as Sam had been explaining before, every November we celebrate Thanksgiving. Um, Obviously, it's a holiday that's celebrated not by just us, but by many folks around the world.
I like to think Jeff celebrates it too.
Jeff, of course, celebrates it himself. Um, he does, but he's modest. He does what he does for any day. He'll go downstairs, pour himself a bourbon, look at his wall of golden records, nod at each of them, say, "That was all me, no one else." As he starts cracking his fingers as he tries to, again, unsuccessfully edit a Wikipedia article. I joke, but here at Audio Shop, we have a rating system where at the tip top we got showroom. That's cream of the crop, the best, the best. This is the the album you gotta show everyone, and all the way on the bottom we got scrapyard. That's ooh yeah, get it away from me. You never want to touch it or listen to it again. No love like new, fixer upper, use rental in between, and we'll give it a high or low depending on our mood that day. Yep. So with all that said, Sam, what would you rate? It's not Fire on High. It's Face the Music by Electric Magic.
Oh shit! I did.
Electric Light Orchestra.
I literally put it wrong in the title and I put it wrong in the title and on this. I'm so like I said, it starts with an F.
F. What other word starts with F?
God. Why didn't you correct me?
I wasn't. I figured you had the title right. I don't double check your spellings.
It was wrong in the title on Twitch and on the screen. It was Fire on High for both. That's all I relate this album to is just the first track. That's all I remember from it. But saying that all I remember from it, I think I'm gonna have to give this like a low like new, maybe a fixer upper on a bad day. There's really good songs in here. It is not a very good album. I'll just be honest. As an album experience, pretty poor. It's disjointed. There's weird little tidbits on some of the songs. It's got some of the weakest ELO songs on it, I think. What about you, Coop? What do you rate this?
I mean, I think I agree. I think low like new is where it sits. If I was being less charitable, I might say like a high fixer upper. But even that seems a bit mean because even the songs I don't like, it's not like I hate them. I'm not a fan of Poker or Down Hometown, but they're still fun songs, and they're well performed. Mm-hmm. And I think the solid songs, obviously Evil Woman, Strange Magic, the orchestra stuff going on, Fire on High, some of the synthy stuff on Night Rider. I think it's got enough interesting ideas that don't just necessarily congeal or maybe need just a little bit more time in the oven. No, it's slightly underbaked, but not like it's where it's noticeable, but doesn't ruin the experience.
Yeah.
So I mean, I still think it's a, maybe, in the bottom half of ELO albums, it's still kind of middle of the pack.
Yeah, it's good. It has its moments. Honestly, Evil Woman probably saves it. If Evil Woman wasn't on this, it would be probably the worst album.
Thank God Jeff Lynne put that on the back of a napkin in a bathroom in
5
minutes before turning it in.
Came up with it while he's taking a piss after it. All right, guys, let's do one last. I got an idea. Second most popular song. Insane. That's also, I feel like that's got to piss you off a little bit, all this stuff that you've spent so much time and effort on, and it's the thing that you just kind of chat out. That's the best.
Knowing Jeff Lynne, he'd probably be like, I just shout that out.
Yeah.
That took me 5 minutes to write.
Yep.
Take that, Ringo.
You think he's more proud of Evil Woman or Battle of Marston Moor?
He's probably more proud of Battle of Marston Moor.
Yeah.
You probably want to admit that, though.
These are the questions I want to ask in an interview. That'd be great. I want to know the thought process there.
Marston Moor was actually a protest song.
About the English monarchy?
Yeah. No, back then, of course.
In when was the Battle of Marshmore? Like 1884 or no, 1844?
No, wasn't it like 1644?
Was it 16? Yeah, that would make a lot more sense, wouldn't it? I think you're right.
I mean, the actual Battle of Marshmore was in 1644. I actually got that right.
Yeah. See, I always confuse myself because I say Columbus sailed the ocean blue in 1942.
1942.
Yeah.
He ran into Rhode Island. Big, get out of here.
But that's the album. And now we're going to roll on over to the spare tire, which is just whatever else we've been listening to. When was the last time we did one of these? It's been a while.
Like our last episode?
Yeah.
It was a hot second ago. What was it? 2 weeks?
I thought it was longer than
More?
that.
Our last one was actually, what was our last one? 150? Cassiopeia?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was on November 2nd, so
Oh, it was this month?
Yeah, 3 weeks ago.
Oh. That was long then. So what do you I listened, there's that new single from Gorillaz, The Gods of Lying.
Ah, yes.
Not very good, I'll be honest. Not a fan.
It's not my favorite single of theirs. It's definitely shaping up to be an interesting album.
Yeah.
Just based on the lead singles.
Yeah, I listened to it, and then I went and listened to Cracker Island, because that album has actually grown on me quite a lot over time.
Yeah, I need to re-listen to that album. It's been a while. Yeah, I don't know. I'm still looking forward to it. I thought the Manifesto was a great song.
I've only listened
that
to
was that was their second lead single.
God of Lying. Is Manifesto out yet?
No, the name of the single's The Manifesto.
Oh, it's out. I haven't listened. I've only listened to the God of Lying. Okay, I'll have to listen to these other 2 singles.
Yeah, they're all very different songs. I think it's going to be a rather eclectic album.
A lot of features. A lot of features.
I mean, the Gorillaz do like featuring people.
Yeah, but I'd say this is even more than normal.
Features on humans.
Yeah. Does anybody talk about humans, though?
Not in a positive way, no.
Yeah. So, I don't know. We'll see how this one comes out. I wasn't too thrilled when Cracker Island came out, but I do think it's grown on me quite a lot over time. Because I kind of hated New Gold, but now I kind of love it. So,
anything else you've been listening to?
Dipping back into quite a bit of Yellow Magic Orchestra.
You know, I also they just released on Spotify a couple of live albums, like performances they did back in the 70s that I listened through.
Sometimes because there's that one. I only like the live version of Tongpu because it has a really fun guitar solo.
Oh yeah, they perform Tongpu. It's fun live. The crowd's going crazy for it.
Because the bass version of it is a little too slow, and there's not much going on when there's the female vocalist. But the live version, they just open up. What else have I been listening to? Some Tame Impala. Did a little bit of Louis Prima. You know him?
Oh, I haven't listened to much of his stuff. I know the name.
He's the guy from I Want to Be Like You from The Jungle Book and Pennies from Heaven.
Yeah.
What else? Got back into Mecco a little bit. A 70s parody artist. He did a really fantastic Close Encounters of the Third Kind parody song. He also has a Star Trek album. I tried listening to that, and it's just garbage, like actual dog shit. I'm like, why did I ever like this guy? And then I went back to the Close Encounters of the Third Kind, and I'm like, oh, that's why, because it is fantastic. It's orchestral, it's funky. You should definitely listen to it. It's so good. Have you seen Close Encounters of the Third Kind?
I've not
Oh
actually.
my God, Cooper, you got to watch it.
I,
It
I
is
know it's a classic.
one of the most accurate alien abduction and alien encounter movies ever. It's a
How would
Spielberg,
you
so
know? How would you know what an accurate alien abduction looks like, Sam?
well, the
Unless you.
no, that's right. I abduct people. No,
Whoa, hey.
no, my partner's very into
Abducting people.
no alien
Oh,
abduction stories, and they got a little bit shaken by the abduction in the middle because they're like, "Yep, that's exactly all the stories. That's exactly what happens," and it's kind of disturbing to see it, having heard it and then seeing it on the screen.
probably.
So
Well, I mean, it's probably all like that because they've all seen Close Encounters of the Third Kind.
yeah, maybe, but no, but this was Spielberg got with um, people who had said they've been abducted and quote unquote experts to try and produce the most accurate movie of the time, and it takes place in Indiana
Okay, hey,
for most of it.
there you go. Represent the Hoosiers.
Yeah. That's really it. Been listening to some Japanese jazz, but beyond that, not much. What have you been listening to, Coop? Oh, and of course, a
Um,
little bit of Pink Floyd.
of course, of course.
That first half, Dark
Um,
Side of the Moon, I cry every time.
it's a good album. I know, hot take. I've been listening to a lot of One O Tricks Point Never. He's kind of like an electronic artist.
That sounds familiar.
He's done a lot of production with The Weeknd.
Oh, that's probably why.
Um, so you've definitely heard his production.
I think his
Um,
name also came up when we were talking about the Weeknd's last album.
yeah. So he just released a new album this last week, which was pretty good. Very spacey, very electronic-y.
Gotta love that.
Um, let's see, what else have I been listening to? Uh, I listened to the album Dogga by Juana Molina, which was a very interesting listen. It's like a Argentinian folk electronic album.
Hmm.
Um, very interesting there. Uh, what else? What else? Okay, I forgot about this one. Singer Yellow Magic Orchestra. A just because sorry, I followed them on Spotify, so it gives me anything that they're related to. And I think this French guy released a concert recording of himself in which he covered some of their most famous songs, but it was just him and a harpsichord.
Okay.
Like, and it's good. He's like really good at the harpsichord.
That makes me think of was it oh shit. Um who did that flute album?
Oh, you're thinking Andre 3000.
Yes, yeah.
Yeah, no, it's yeah, no, it's just like this French guy going, je ne sais quoi, tong pu. And the crowd going, ah, and then he played on the harpsichord. Um,
Interesting.
so
Okay.
interesting listen. Yeah, so some stuff. So there are a lot more Yellow Magic Orchestra now that I think about it. I do love them. So
Yeah, I keep just kind of rotating between the same couple of tracks or a couple of albums. I need to kind of go through more of it. More of their albums. But I think I started doing that in the past, but it gets less electronic, right, as you go.
yeah.
And that's
I
kind of the
mean
sound I prefer is the electronic.
their later albums definitely diverge from it a bit. Though, I mean, just each band member kind of goes on its own.
Yeah.
Hosono goes like makes like country albums now. But yeah, no. So I think that's it.
Yeah. That's all we've got. If you've liked what you've heard for some godforsaken reason, you can scroll down on the Twitch page. There's the picture of Jeff Lynne. Everybody knows what he looks like now. I'll go back to the previous scene with him as a turkey. That's Jeff Lynne with the aviators on. That'll take you to YouTube, where most of our past episodes are. And if you're listening on YouTube, leave a comment. Tell us what you think. Tell us how dumb and stupid we are. And come on over to Twitch and berate us live as well. And we also have a Blue Sky, which, although I hear isn't Blue Sky also having issues? I don't know. I'm not online.
Why aren't you online more? Be more terminally online.
I'm not terminally online in the place that most people are terminally online.
No. Follow us at Blue Sky. That's at Audio Shop Pod. That's POD. We'll let you know what we're listening to and when we're going to listen to it.
Yeah. But we will see you later.
See you later, shoppies.
See ya.